things, weird things on the internet right now.
Yeah. Did you see the police that was on a car?
No. Yes, it's a beautiful Sunday that the Lord has made. Did you go to church today? I actually thought it was the first Sunday, but I checked the calendar right now. It's the second Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the first Sunday was on the first.
Yeah, first on the first. My bad.
But today is 8. Okay, after 8 days.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome back to the Average Podcast.
Yes.
Back again.
Like we never left.
Yes. Still Remain AK. My name is Remain AK.
And I'm Uche still Dr. Dre. Still.
I represent all the gangsters all across the world.
Okay.
So, how's the week been?
It's been crazy. I've been very busy. I don't know. Yeah.
I've been quite busy too this week, and a lot of crazy things have been happening.
This week alone?
This week, and maybe like towards end of last week, a lot of Egungun be careful have been happening.
Yeah, it's true. No, many crazy things, weird things on the internet right now.
Yeah. Did you see the police that was on a car?
No.
I think it was on a cab, like this local Sole cab.
Like on it.
He was on it.
Okay.
I think the cab driver refused to give him money.
Oh, typical police now.
This guy was moving at least with the way that speed was like maybe 50. People were like, what this guy just needs to do is just to match break. The man will fly away. So they now put the Egungun Be Careful background on that.
So what are we going to be talking about today?
Yeah, we're talking about, as usual, new music, quotes of the week.
Okay.
African proverbs.
Yeah.
Fun facts. I have a crazy mad-ass fun facts.
Interesting. Mumu of the week. Proverb. Yeah, we mentioned proverb quotes.
Yes. Israel Adesanya versus Romero that happened today. Crazy match.
Big one.
And the Obesere new trend versus Malians. That's a great topic. So
Obesere is fighting Malian now. Malians are fighting Obesereans. But if you have Malians for Mali. Then Obesere is like apple juices.
No, he actually posted it that they should give him suggestion of what his fans will be called on Twitter. His Instagram and Twitter is amazing.
It's lit, yeah.
Like under 1 week now, I don't know when they opened. I think everything they opened it like last week when all these things started trending. His Instagram already now has almost 200k followers. His Twitter has over 10k followers now.
It don't happen. They don't tell her.
They don't tell her.
It don't happen.
So there were some things that were happening about people were saying some things about now.
So Jay-Z is saying now, basically is on Twitter and Instagram now. Jay-Z is not on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigerian pastors versus coronavirus. And some things happened about Amotekun in Lagos. And there was a deal that was signed. So
big one. That one's interesting.
So
okay.
What's on your plate?
On my plate, typical template. More of the week proverb, books, and that's all.
Okay, so let's go. Let's get it. Let's start by new music. What's Davido's video? His new video, 1 million. I said Amelie. Amelie.
The 1 million. I like the video, and the video even brought me back into
the album.
Back to the album, and I went back and listened to the album again. And I said, so this song is even on the album. I didn't notice it.
It's the second track.
But there's the thing is, there's this other track with the same music, 1 million, featuring Dolapo. You know Dolapo? One new singer like that, Dolapo. She sang to it, and I don't know. I don't understand what happened.
So you think it's Dolapo's song?
Yeah, I think it's
Obio is stealing song.
No, it doesn't steal. Probably bought it for her. But there's this one. This one is the video featuring Dolapo, and she sang to it.
Really?
I think it was just a mashup. She jumped on it. That's what I think. Yeah. But she's good. Check out Dolapo. Okay. She's good.
Yeah. I thought I was expecting another song to another video to be done on the album, not 1 million. At least a lot of other videos, maybe Disturbance. My favorite song, I have been campaigning on Twitter. Like I've tweeted the video like more than 10 times. You should do the video for One Thing, and a lot of people retweeted it. So I'm disappointed in the video for not doing my favorite songs video.
What's your favorite?
One Thing.
One thing. Oh, One Thing. I've been One Thing. Well, if you think about it, you saw what Assurance did. It blew. Chairman in the video and everything. So it's a remake.
The video is in love now, so.
Is he in love or? Yeah, he's in love.
Someone that is engaged, you saying he's in love. He's in love now.
Okay. Good. All right.
So what's the quote of the week?
The quote of the week is from a Ghanaian writer, speaker, and writer, speaker, everything. They do everything. Talking is all about that. Oh, that's all about talking. So is the author of the book, The Great Handbook of Quotes. The Great Handbook of Quotes is the author of the book. His name is Israel Moore Ayivo. And his quote says that someone may have all the technical knowledge, scientific intellect, and business know-how, but when he or she decides to choose laziness, excuses, procrastination, complaining, and other bad attitudes, his or her relevance is meaningless.
Someone may have the technical knowledge, scientific intellect, and business know-how, but when he or she decides to choose laziness, excuse. Well,
it got to me. I saw it and it was like he was talking to me.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to me. Yeah. I'm glad to have seen this quote, right? And I work on it.
Yeah, it's talking to a lot of people.
Yeah.
That are maybe going through some situations in their life, but the thing is, it's a good quote. I understand it, and it's also like maybe like how would I say is like a motivational speech, because
I wanted to say he's a motivational speaker, but I know you don't like motivational speakers. That's why I didn't mention that.
So he's a motivational speaker. Okay, so
yeah,
that's good because someone that could take his or her time to have technical knowledge, scientific intellect, and business know-how. The person is having like some mental issues, maybe depression and some things, for him to now start choosing laziness, excuses, procrastination. And these are all symptoms of depression. So definitely this person needs to seek mental health. But because in Africa, and not just Africa, a lot of black people, even in America, there's a stigma on mental health. So everybody just believes, oh, it's the person that chose this laziness, this one is just a lazy person. And this happens, there's difference in someone that is dumb, lazy, and doing all this stuff. But for someone that there was a time that things were happening,
that took out time to even acquire that knowledge.
You get, and all of a sudden started things
true. I see where you're going
in their life. So it's a good quote, but I just think this is a motivation, and a lot of people need less stress. You get.
Like, so what's the key to having a less stressful life then?
Less stressful life, like. I think number one, just
well, people would say this thing. What's this yoga? Similar to yoga.
Yeah, yoga is good. I think just discussion about stress, because a lot of people just don't take therapy serious. A lot of people don't take talking about depression serious. Until Buhari came into government, people don't even believe that depression was real in Nigeria. You get. So now with Buhari's government, we've been seeing a lot of suicide. Like last week or 2 weeks ago, there was a guy just his girlfriend broke up with him. He flew into the lagoon from Third Milan Bridge, but he was saved. Like people went to
maybe he was trying to scuba dive, you know. No, I'm not saying that to be
so
for
like,
fun or something.
Unlike right now in Nigeria, 10 years ago, like jokes about depression and suicide, was a normal joke every Nigerian understand.
Yeah.
But these days in Nigeria, you can't joke about.
No, it's sensitive. It's now sensitive.
You can't joke about suicide and depression.
Yeah.
So if this kind of quote was maybe like 10 years ago, people might maybe not take it serious. Like, you take time, you go to school, you do this, you don't get a job.
Well, I like to counter this quote with biblical quote. The Bible said, "Man's job on earth is to serve God and live through His commandments." That's man's purpose, according to the Bible. And now this one is saying, as his or her relevance is meaningless. What is relevance? What is our relevance in this world? Is it to?
I think we see that last part.
Is it to?
Complaining and other bad attitudes is our relevance
is meaningless. So our relevance is it to like create a part of success for our younger ones, or just to do our thing and go?
This is part of the quote, yeah.
It's part of the quote, yeah.
Is meaningless.
Yeah. Now is that relevance I'm having an issue with now? Relevance. What is man's relevance?
I just think like this is more like a therapy
session, babies.
Like a therapy sentence or quote you get, because after someone feels like, most people that are depressed, after this is like just explaining people that are depressed, after feeling all these things, they feel that they are not relevant and that their existence is meaningless, and like no matter what they do, like this person is doing this, like I can't impress this person, I can't do this, I can't do that. So
okay, but the key is to bounce back now.
Yeah,
the key is to bounce back. Like I remember Mr. Ibu, is it Ibu or Ubu? Ibu. Mm-hmm. He went for, is it Big Brother, and was telling them about how he was depressed in Lagos. Not Celebrity Big Brother. It was a guest.
Oh, okay.
In the house. He was telling them about how he was depressed, and one song saved his life, and that was Michael Bolton, "Back on My Feet Again."
Really? Okay.
It's a good song. I listened to it. To my playlist.
Go listen to
Back on My Feet Again if you're going through stress that you know about. Back on My Feet Again. I used that line for one girl, and it worked for her. She's not to woo her, but to encourage her. She was really going down. Okay, so I'll jump to the proverb.
Yeah.
The proverb is from Maasai. Do you know people they call Maasai people?
In Kenya.
Yeah, in Kenya and parts of Tanzania as well.
Yeah, they have like this clothes.
They're nomadic.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be a nomad to be nomadic.
You don't have to be a nomad
to be nomadic. I heard that.
Well, is a nomad a tribe?
Okay, I see.
Those are the kings. I think they are from the descendants. They are like strong descendants of the kings of Egypt. Check their DNA. Like they migrated downwards.
Yeah. So I think they came from. What I was reading, they came from this Maasai people. They came from. This ancient civilization. Should be Iraq, maybe Egypt or something. That, by the way. Anyway, it says they say he who is unable to dance says that the yard is stony. But I'm thinking
he who is unable to dance
says the yard is stony, full of stone.
Okay, it's full of stone.
These people are nomadic. It's dancing part of their culture. Yes. Why are they saying? Why are they making this kind of quote? I'm trying to understand why they make this kind of quote.
Because they're nomadic doesn't mean that they don't stay in some places for a few months or even years.
And to dance? No, why are they making quotes about dance?
Why are they making? So they should only be talking about cattle.
Pastorality. No. Racist is not the word. Maybe close-minded. Yeah.
I won't say there's a particular reason that made them nomad, but like according to some of my philosophical thoughts and archaeological research done by some people, like ancient Egypt, all this Northern Africa, maybe some part of modern day Jordan, Israel, all these places. Let's just say the deserts right now.
Yeah.
Thousands of years ago, it was tropical. Like even in the Bible, you hear of Joseph where they were talking about like 7 years of
farming
or
droughts,
droughts will happen and some stuff. So gradually, all these places started becoming deserts, and these people that were living in these places, they had to leave, and I think that's how they became nomadic. You get?
Okay.
And sometimes because of the weather, when the weather was changing, maybe they leave to another place when it's like raining season, and they go back to their homes.
Okay.
Then maybe after some times when it becomes unbearable. So definitely the whole human existence is when there's a gathering, they'll be singing and maybe dancing, except for white people. So I think maybe their proverb won't work for white people because whether the ground is smooth or not, white people can dance. White people can dance.
Okay. But the proverb and the quotes, they're similar, you know. Do you also think the proverb is
the proverb is not similar?
It's not similar. Yes, you realize that he said he who is unable to dance says that the yard is stony. That's an excuse, and on the quotes, there's excuses, giving excuses for not doing something. So you meaningless.
No, the quote has like a lot of other background reasons.
But in the proverb, it's just one extract from the quotes, and that's can't dance. So I think it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Okay.
The quote is way more deep.
Okay. Yeah.
So, fun fact. I saw this fun fact and I was like,
fun fact.
Whoa. If you eat a polar bear's liver, you will die of a vitamin A overdose.
Eh?
So
who is polar bear?
White people.
What's the function of vitamin A? What's the function of vitamin A?
For immune system and your eyes, especially eyes. So for good sight.
But this life self is funny how an overdose of everything will kill somebody, even water.
Everything, too much of everything.
But how does overdose of water kill you?
Overdose of water, you have diabetes.
Water?
Yes, there are 2 types of diabetes.
Not diabetes mellitus.
No.
Yeah. I'm just saying this for the first time. What I'm thinking is you just drown, you enter water and overdrink water and drown. It's different.
No, that one, drowning is different. Like if you just carry like 10 liters of water or maybe 100 liters of water and start drinking, right? It will affect your kidney too. It's called diabetes.
Guys, please check it out. Maybe he's telling us the truth or not.
I'm saying the truth. Medical facts.
Yeah. Okay, what next?
So let's go right into the stories.
Have you given Mumu?
Mumu of the week. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's give Mumu of the week. So my Mumu of the week goes to Cocoon. The Cocoon Foundation. Why? If you're a Mumu, don't worry, don't feel bad. So Daddy Fiza, this guy that commented on his son's picture, he says, Daddy Fiza, this your pikin go sweet for bed. Okay. And now I think that comment is insensible. The guy is a pedophile.